Welcome, everybody, to the super awesome video game show here on Rate Select. I am Jeff.
And I'm John.
And John, okay, I've inflicted the JRPGs on pretty much everybody on this website. So guess what? It's your turn.
Well, I'm used. I like JRPGs.
Yes, finally, somebody who likes JRPGs. So, folks, we didn't have anything put together this week, and so we decided to go back to the well with one that I've had in my pocket for a little while. This is Resonance of Fate. This is a JRPG that came out here. I just want to make sure the subtitles are turned on.
It came out back in 2010.
2010? Yep, not too long ago. For the PS3 and the Xbox 360. And this is a Tri-Ace RPG, one that I'm not really super familiar with Tri-Ace as a company, but I got this because it just looked so damn bizarre and interesting. And I haven't ever beat it. I'll just give you guys fair warning. I've never actually gotten to the end of this game, so I don't know. The back half of the game could just be terrible. But I don't know. I like the first half of the game quite a bit. It was just one of those things where when you get to the mid-game, I don't know. Do you have that problem with JRPGs?
Sometimes. I have had that time sometimes. I mean, where you just kind of get so far into them, you're like, you know what, I need a break from this game. You stop, you walk away from it.
Right.
You plan to come back the next day, but something happens. Like you get some other game, like some new game comes out or something, and then you come back and you're like, oh, I don't remember what's going on.
Yeah.
I guess I'll start it over.
Yeah.
And then you get back to the middle of the game, and it's like, oh, I'm going to take a break from this for a little bit, and then repeat the process.
I started Final Fantasy VII twice, and then Persona 4 I played... I started 3 or 4 times, and I put about 12 hours into it each time before stopping. So, yeah, I've had that problem.
Yeah.
In fact, Final Fantasy VII, I really only ever beat... Whoa, lady! I really only beat Final Fantasy VII because one of my roommates at the time was like... She started playing it on a different save game.
Yeah.
And she was like, I'm going to beat this before you guys do. And I was like, I can beat this game anytime I want to, because we were just doing all the weapons and stuff.
Being all suave.
Right. And she's like, no, you can't. And I was like, yeah, I can. So I just sat down and beat Sephiroth. So I was like, I immediately regret this decision. Yeah, I mean, those ropes with the flags on them, they're like the flimsiest thing that mankind has ever created.
Not in Japan. They're on full-on ropes.
They're steel, just steel tethered
steel
cable.
woven, yeah.
Well, this is an interesting intro. I get a real kind of Kingdom Heartsy vibe off of it. Yes, they see each other.
They're looking at each other's eyes.
It's interesting how they're not like super anime looking.
Now, I will say, if anyone's familiar with the game Project Cross Zone, which is a 3DS game, the 3 main characters in that game are in this game, and that little image you saw of them falling
in front of
the clock tower is one of their special moves. So I mean, like that's actually how I know about this game. Yeah. Only reason I know this game. Never played it though. Always wanted to though.
I wonder if we'll bounce when we hit the ground. How big do you think your blood splatter will be? I don't know if this is the right time to have a meaningful, heartfelt conversation.
It's a really long fall too.
Yeah. Were they? What? Okay. I don't know, John, if you're falling off the tallest thing in the world, wouldn't you just want to see the ground coming up? That'd be pretty cool, right?
That's what they're doing.
Yep.
And now I'm reminded of Superman with Christopher Reeves, where Lois Lane gives her poem.
Right.
Can you read my mind?
That one, she seems like less of a smack addict than Lois did. But, you know, hey, who am I to judge?
Yeah.
We all like to do a little smack now and again. Lois Lane wants to do, wants to ride the...
Well, they're about to smack right into the ground. Is that the same thing?
Where the fuck did they jump off of? It's like they jumped out of a plane. That city was on a plane.
Yeah.
But no, here, okay, so this is Resonance of Fate, and I don't know how much of the story is actually going to come through, but this takes place in this weird future, and I think it's after the apocalypse, and everybody lives in a giant tower. And the tower goes up hugely. I think they were on the top of the tower when they jumped off. Oh.
And they're still falling, I'm assuming.
This is really boring! Thank God we fell past those chickens so we had something to eat.
No, it comes back. They're just skeletons.
That's right. All right. And now we're back to are they a band? They play new metal every Friday.
I'm assuming she's the drummer. This is just the intro to Scott Pilgrim.
That's what it is. This is Japanese Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Came out in 2010, you guys.
A Star from the Heavens, that's the name of their first album.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Vacheron, he's going to go, he's thinking about breaking off and putting out a solo album. All right, so here we go. Heading out for work, meet up at Cafe Chelsea, brings a person to, okay.
The bridge is off limits.
No limits. You can get details down at the guild, you know the place just down the hill. I do. So we got a lot to cover today.
We do.
In our time. And I'm hoping to pack as much in as humanly possible.
It's a really in-depth game.
Yes. This is a very, very in-depth game. And if you're interested in it, I would highly recommend going out and maybe like going to GameFAQs, just taking a look at the system. I'm going to try to show off the combat system. No, I'm just going to run around town and talk to cats and stuff for an hour and a half.
That is something you could do.
So here's one of the interesting things. I mean, I guess this was 2010 and other games were starting to do this, but this game very much has a kind of go get missions off the bulletin board and then turn them in for rewards type of structure to it. You'll get story missions every so often. Yes, thank you. I know. But basically, you roll up on the bulletin board and you get these missions. Rainy Bridge is in need of urgent repairs. Everyone's up in arms over the blocked artery. We need someone to patch the broken grids. Blurgy blurg. And then, see, each of these individual people is in town.
Hey, we just talked to that lady.
My son left something at home by accident. I need someone to deliver it to him. You have to come see me, though. I'll be waiting in front of the guild. So a lot of one of the things that I don't necessarily like a whole hell of a lot about this is that you have to, when you've completed a mission, you have to go back and find the person here in the town who gave it to you. You can't just go back to the bulletin board and turn it in.
That's weird.
Nah, it's a little weird. So, like, this guy is the guy that gave us the first mission, and I don't need to talk to him. And I said I'm not gonna. Oh, God damn it. Fine.
You have to talk to him.
Yep. I know. I'm going to explain it to the people. They don't need to read your nonsense. No, I don't want to. No, I don't want to. Okay, yeah, we'll get to that.
So essentially, he's explaining the energy hexes stuff.
Yeah.
Which we'll get into in a second.
Yeah, you can pause. You can pause the game at those places and really read all that stuff if you want to. And we got some perfect aid that will let us heal in battle.
Nice.
All right. And then let's see if this lady's going to give us this mission for my son is on the way to core lift 1. Please get these knives to him.
All right. We're going to give him knives so he can stab people.
I'm going to keep the knives for myself. I'm going to stab people with them, yeah. No, you can't do that. So here's the world of Resonance of Fate. This is essentially the overworld map.
Very different from most RPGs.
Yeah. So it's this hex grid, and the thing is that you see that there are parts of this hex grid that are blocked off. And what you'll do, you'll see in a minute, like I can't get across Rainy Bridge, and I can't get up here. When you beat people in battle, you'll get these... quit shooting my screen! You get these grid parts that you can use to unlock them. So then here is the combat system, one of my favorite parts. Now let's see if I can think of how I want to do this. So I'm going to go over here. And so what you do is you have this little meter underneath you where you can run, and you see it goes down every time you run, and people can act when you're doing that. It actually reminds me quite a bit of Valkyria Chronicles in a lot of ways.
Another Sega game.
But what you do is you hit this button, and you can basically plot a course for your character to run. And while they're running, they can shoot as many times as you can charge up their thing and pull the trigger. So I'm going to start by just shooting this motherfucker. Boom.
Shoot him.
And now he's airborne. I'm going to jump. I'm going to smack him down on the ground. Bam, bam, bam.
This is actually probably one of the coolest things in the game.
Yeah. So he went down. All right. So now the coolest thing about this is if you can get your 3 characters in a position where you can have them cross each other's paths, they get kind of access to this special attack. And I'm going to see. Oh, God damn it. I hit the wrong button. All right. Fine. I like it when he says that.
Beehive.
You're going to have more holes than a beehive. All right, so I think I might be able to do it. Wait, hold on. Maybe if I... Let's see. Can I get her on the other side of him with her running? Yeah, that's what I want. All right, so now if I can get her past this guy. So you can do a triple attack with these guys, but you have to get each one of them to run over the path of between the other 2 of them. So there's kind of like a weird puzzle element to it. Let's see. And I'm going to go ahead and take out this gremlin. Go. And so there's two types of damage in this game. There's direct damage, which is what the red bars are, and then there's scratch damage. Oh, shit. Okay. Which is what the blue things are that they're shooting me with. So machine guns in this game, like Zephyr has a machine gun, and so he does scratch damage, whereas Leanne and Vacheron both have regular guns, which means they just do regular damage. But so if you switch all of them over each other's pathways, you're able to do this really cool triple attack, which I'm going to try to do right now, where you basically charge up everybody's thing, and then they run, and then you get like this, oh no, and then shoot again, and then if there was still anything left there, then they would all three of them get to shoot.
You got some hexes.
I did, and so that is the combat system, and it gets like this was just very simple the very beginning of the game, but as you get more enemies that have like armor on one side, or you get larger groups of enemies, it starts to get very hectic. Now we got some grids, or some hexes, and what you do with these is you use them to essentially unlock areas that you haven't been to. And in the beginning, you just have these standard ones, but you can see over there's like yellow ones, and there's blue ones over there, and you only get those like from bosses and things. They're essentially kind of like epic loot almost. So you use them to basically open up different areas and go to different places in the game.
Nice.
So
we have unlocked Randy Burnett and gave us some more axes.
I'm going to go ahead and go over to the core lift and turn in the knives quest, and then we'll go back and take a look at a couple of other things. So who was it that needs... Oh, you are a chef. You look like you need knives. There you go. Huh. Telling me I forgot something that important? See, I've been watching a lot of Hell's Kitchen recently, John.
Yeah.
Chef Ramsay would call him a donkey.
Yeah, well.
You saved my job. Thank my mom for me. Some anti-damage, some XP, or some money.
Nice.
So then, all right, before we move on, here we've got basically your kind of standard stuff where any of the characters can actually use handguns or machine guns or grenades, as you can see, they're different things. And they level up in those specific types of weapons. So like Vacheron can actually, or Zephyr can actually have 2 submachine guns, I think, depending on the submachine gun. And any of them can dual wield if we have more stuff. And then each one of the guns, I'll come back to that a little bit later. But right, so and then as they level up, they also get different skills. And I don't have any. I mean, this is the experience for each individual thing, but they even get different skills for each individual
weapon.
gun.
Okay.
So let me get out of here, and we'll go in and turn in a few quests, and then see if we can't make a little bit of progress. Also, you see there's a day-night cycle, and there's different stuff. There's different quests that come out in the daytime and in the nighttime. People move around, and they won't be available at night. Like, I don't even know if the guy who gave us this quest is going to be available at night. Let's see. Is he over here?
Let's see.
So there's the shop. Oh, here. I'll show you guys.
Oh, yeah, the shop. We can go check that out.
Yeah. I'm going to just buy something real fast. I'm going to buy just I don't have enough for the weapon, but I'm going to buy a couple of these. It's all my money, but I don't care. And we'll come back to that in just a second.
Yeah, I do like that we were playing a little bit earlier to kind of show, so he could show me what we were playing.
Yeah,
and
also
I do
so
like
I remember how the fuck this game works.
Yeah, and I did like the fact that during the day cycle, it's a different shopkeeper.
Yeah,
like it is a completely different.
You also have stuff that you can get in the world.
I think that's the old lady. Isn't that in the corner?
Is it?
Good evening.
Oh, there we go. Thank you. So Cardinal Barbarella. Barbarella! Okay, and so let's see if I can find the... Here it is. Okay, and there's the guy that gave us that quest. Looks like Rainy Bridge is back up into traffic again. And he's just telling us that you basically have to talk to people to get the quest finished. Okay. You dealt with the pack of stray curs on the other side of the Rainy
that's
Bridge?
the other guy
Yep.
you had to...
Oh, I guess not. I wonder how many we've got to kill. It says, let's see.
Mission menu. What's Pastor?
Pest extermination. Could somebody please do something about the pack of stray curs? I guess we didn't kill...
I don't think we fought any stray curs.
Yeah, I think that there's some over there, but we didn't actually run into them. So let's see if there's any other things. So we got a new one. Drop something I'd like help finding it. I'll explain more detail in person. So she's at Teresa's manor, which I think is up on the next level, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
So let's go back out again. So yeah, really kind of an interesting world. There's a lot of stuff to do in here. It does get a little repetitive after a while, but like you were talking about, I really like the way the combat.
It's different. That's the other
looks.
thing. Is like I don't know any other games that are
there we
like
go.
this.
What is this? Is this the Stray Curs?
No, I think it's just the core lift. Or
Nope,
no,
there's
maybe it
the
is.
Curs.
Yep.
All right. Let's see if I can't get a triple on this one. So you can jump, and it's really jumping is much more useful when an enemy has bounced.
Oh yeah.
When you jump up, it'll hit them back down onto the ground very hard, and then it bounces all of the stuff out of them.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see if I can do this one. So now that he's up, I jump and I hit it, and I think I have to be above him. So that's probably going to bounce him on the ground. See there?
Smackdown.
Yep. And then if they have anything, they'll drop it. So this wasn't actually the best. You know what? I'm going to see if I can't run on the other side of their thing. That would be helpful. Come on, Leanne. All right. Oh, nope. Yeah, that's perfect. All right.
Do it.
And I'm just going to let her run so I can do the triple attack with the three of them.
Nice.
So now you can see they're like way, they're in
Yeah.
the perfect position for a triple attack. So let's see if I can't do this. Everybody zoom up, zoom up, zoom up, zoom up.
There you go.
And see, they only get to shoot until they get to the end of the end of their little road. So I'm going to go ahead and wait. Can I? No. Okay. Yeah, you got to build up those resonance points first.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't understand why this game, I don't really remember that many people talking about it.
Yeah, I said, outside until I played the Project Cross Zone for the 3DS, I'd never even heard of the game.
Yeah, it was one of those ones that I think I had seen like a trailer for a while back, but I'd never actually played the game. Uh-oh. Oh,
Uh-oh.
crap. Okay.
Someone's in critical condition.
They're all in critical condition now. I don't know why. I think it's because I used up all the things. I tried to be too fancy. So let's see if I can't. Let's see. If I use first aid, I wonder if that will help. I don't think that's going to help. Maybe it will. And it looks like they're all still pretty freaked out. All right. So the thing about when they get freaked out like this is that their attacking sucks. So you have to be really close. And there we go.
Threat suppressed.
Yeah. So, okay, that makes more sense. We were trying to actually figure out what the things at the bottom were, right?
Yeah.
The red, what do they call them?
I don't remember.
Can't remember. Is that you only have that many moves. That's the number of moves you have for everybody to do before they're going to get all freaked out.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's go back and pick up our red dot site, and then we can show you some of the customization. Let's see. Razzle Street. Is that old man still over here?
Oh, we'll have to go see. So there's a, like with most, I guess RPGs in this style, there's a lot of walking involved.
Yeah, it's nice. The city isn't like super
I think
spread
he's down.
out. Is he down here?
Yeah. Because he's
There
right
he
there.
is. Okay. Hello, old man. Oh. Okay, I guess I got it anyway, even though that guy told me I had to go turn it in. So this is another really cool thing that I like about this game is that you can go in and you can customize each individual weapon with different things that'll modify it. So at the bottom we've got all the stats for the weapon. You got to make sure you don't go over the weight on the right.
Okay.
And then see how each thing has a specific icon on it.
Yeah.
So you can only attach that to this part.
It would make sense.
Yeah. But so let's give everybody one of them. So here's like a grip, and that grip ups the rate of fire, and we'll tell you here, bullet focus, rate of fire, magazine size. So as you go on, you're able to I really like games that give you a that kind of lets you develop a relationship kind of with your weapon.
Okay.
And this one really does let you kind of customize all your weapons to make them, into what you want them to be. So
yeah, I dig that. I dig that a lot.
Plus, I like the color palette in this game. I mean, I don't want to just sit here and spend the entire time going I love this game, but I really do. It just has a lot of kind of aesthetic choices that I really dig. And it's so different than stuff that you normally play out there that it really does kind of stand out. Now, one of the crazy things here is I'm out of here we go. I'm out of hexes, but as you go on, you'll start to get different sized hexes, and you'll be in some cases kind of grinding for a specific Tetris shape of hexes to open up a certain area. Very odd.
Yeah.
Hi.
Just having a cup of tea in the clouds.
Just don't let it get damaged, and you'll be fine.
Of course.
Okay. Is Marcellus Wallace's soul in there, or?
More worried about you. Mind the wrist. If anything happened to you, where would that leave us?
So wait, we looked it up. That is Nolan North, right?
Yes, that is Nolan North.
Okay. I was saying to John before we started, I'm like, every time I hear generic white guy in a video game, I'm like, it's Nolan North.
And then I looked it up and I was like, no, it's totally Nolan North.
And then it's usually Nolan North. Is there a generic white guy in your video game? It's probably Nolan North. I like to think of Nolan North going to studios and just doing vocal recordings while everybody's asleep. And they wake up, they're just like, oh, look, all the dialogue's done for the main character. Let's say, Nolan, oh, come on.
I guess we got to pay him now. That's one way to do it.
Oh, I don't think you're old enough for that, unless that's blood and you're a vampire child.
If that's the case, you're still not old enough for that.
I think you're, far. I don't know.
I hope that was grape juice.
I don't know what the shit.
Like Welch's.
Are you related to
fruit.
the feral kid from Mad Max? Are you catching imaginary butterflies? Are you tripping? Was that acid, not wine?
Oh no, she's drunk. It's kind of
Control of resources. Longevity. What else does Xenos
Yeah, we're not going to get anywhere near far enough to start unraveling this bullshit. I think at some point I knew. There's a part of my brain that's like, didn't we used to know what he's talking about? And the other parts of my brain's like, yeah, it's been a long time, though. It was deemed information that nobody gave a shit about. So let's see if the lift is open and we can get up to level 2. Yes, we can.
core lift entrance.
Mm-hmm.
Elevator. Now, do we get a bitchin' elevator music while we're traveling?
I don't believe so. We get a cutscene, apparently. Wow, this elevator is really not very OSHA compliant. They put the guardrail right in the middle.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So it wasn't that long of travel.
And I think that we've got to take the briefcase to Barbarella.
Okay.
Teresa's Manor. Oh, or Cardinal.
Pater's Manor.
Wait, what are we doing here?
Well, we got two different.
I'd like you to visit Cafe Chelsea on level 4, collect a parcel, and see it's delivered to my home in Chandelier. Oh, I don't think we know. And this is in Teresa's Manor. Okay.
Yes. She's in Teresa's Manor, so we need to go to Teresa's Manor.
And then, do we know where freaking... I don't think we've seen whatever that other place was.
No. Yeah. No, we haven't seen it yet.
Hello.
There she is.
Good evening.
You can help me with this.
Irreplaceable watch. I believe it must have fallen out while I was on my way to Jean Paulette's.
Good evening.
Be able to find it by opening a path to Cardinal John Paulette's manor using energy hexes. Okay. I don't
God, making us do all the work.
Yeah.
People in this town can't do anything.
I don't know how anybody
us.
does anything considering like the entire map is closed off and we're the only ones who are doing anything about it. Okay, so there's John Paulette's manor. We would actually need a purple in order to get through there. Let's see what's going on here. Get more of the bizarro-ass story. Hello?
Pater's Manor.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Sure. I wonder if they opened up the clothes shop yet. Let's see. Father began to search for Star Sun. Okay.
All right.
I don't think we can go in here, can we?
This is Cardinal Pater's Manor.
He's out on business. Oh, at night. At night. Right. We have to go there at night.
All right.
All right. So let's tell you what. I'm going to go back and see. One of the things that I really like about this game is the fact that they give you a ridiculous amount of customization options for your characters. So I want to see real fast if we're able to do that real quick.
Back to the core lift.
Mm-hmm. And then we can come up there in the middle of the night and maybe get ourselves a purple hex.
All right.
Either way, it's just like, yep, we're on an elevator.
Yeah, I really like the fact that the elevator rides are short.
Yeah.
Take that, Mass Effect.
Are you really taking shots at Mass Effect's elevator?
It's the only thing you can take a shot at Mass Effect for. Because that game is an awesome... Well, yeah, there are other
I
things.
beg to differ, my friend. I think that you could take a shot at the Mako all day, every day.
I liked the Mako.
And the planets that didn't have a whole hell of a lot on them and other things as well. So,
All right.
I really like the way the city looks.
Yeah,
It's
I
kind of
like
like this bizarre steampunk 80s kind of, I don't know what the fuck you would call it.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if the clothing store has anything.
Take us to the clothing store. Let's go shop for clothes.
Mm-hmm.
What's the slang that the kids use these days for shopping for clothes?
I don't know.
Is it like popping tags or something like that? I don't know.
Is there slang for going clothes shopping? Is that a thing?
I guess.
Okay.
I mean, isn't that? Well, I mean, mind you, it's thrift store shopping.
Uh-huh.
Isn't that what? What's that?
I don't know what children do these days.
Okay.
Damn it. There's a good bit left though, so it'll be a while. Damn it. Can I not change my clothes? I don't think I have it.
I'm just saying, what is that song by Macklemore? Popping tags or something?
I don't have any idea what that means.
You've never heard that song?
Nope.
Okay.
So
well, you probably have. You just don't know.
So we've got, yeah. So basically, every character has a whole bunch of different customization options, which is cool, including like haircuts and shit like that. What is this one? Shoes.
Looks like she kind of just has the clothes that she's wearing.
Yeah. But I do really enjoy that because you can make them all look crazy different. Oh, wait.
Oh, that's cool.
Now I'm Leanne.
Now you're playing as Leanne.
Okay, so let's go back up and wait for nightfall. How much time we got left over there, by the way? Okay, we're pretty close to being done. Let's see if we can get in a couple more fights.
Yeah, so we can see some badass gunfights.
Yeah, I've always wondered why more JRPGs, like when back in the old days, right, when Final Fantasy VII came out, and it was just like the bee's knees, right?
Yeah.
Like, never seen anything like that before. So Final Fantasy VII came out, and I saw it, and I saw the summons, right, in like Knights of the Round and that stuff, and I was like, why couldn't every JRPG like let you do the tactical stuff and then show all the battles happening in a cinematic mode? And some have done stuff like that, but like I really like the way that the camera and the sense of action that you get off of this particular game, the way that it looks.
I will say, maybe it's just me, and I'm sure that by saying this, I'll get some hate.
Yeah.
But I do feel like sometimes for older games, or not for older games, but it just kind of feels like sometimes that at some point RPGs stop progressing as far as how their mechanics were. And kind of just like rested on their laurels, and very few games actually would experiment with the fight mechanics. And it wasn't until Final Fantasy 11 or 12, where Final Fantasy actually changed how their fight mechanics actually worked, like drastically.
Yeah, 10. I mean, you know, they refined the same formula all the way up through 10, and then I think it was 11 was the MMO, and then 12. Whoa! Hold on.
Yeah, this is something new.
12. Yeah. Okay.
So beautiful.
Crystal, is it really my own?
Oh,
I
I think.
Holding up to the light.
Yeah, this game has a very strange sense of humor and kind of like I don't know what the fuck is going on here. Uh-huh.
Okay.
We did it.
We're holding it up to the light.
Ah!
Whoa.
Okay. That guy is just screaming serial killer at me. Wow. Wow, Tri-Ace.
It's mine!
So, what do you think? Is that proof enough?
This is so weird.
All the proof I could ever need.
That is.
This is really disturbing
Weird.
and bizarre.
Oh, hey. It's a fat stack of cash.
All right, cool. Hundos as well. Wow. I'm sorry, my thought train was completely derailed by that shit.
By that guy.
Yeah.
Mission complete.
Ooh, we got $25,000 for that.
Deleros.
Mm-hmm. Or whatever the
Dolores.
fake currency is here. No, 12. Okay, yeah, 12. 12, they put in that kind of MMO programming style system, which I actually feel they kind of got from 11 because you could write, like part of, when I played 11 for a little while, and part of 11 was writing macros, essentially, for your character.
Yeah.
Because as an MMO, there was a whole thing in it that was
Suppose it was a pretty job.
like different. You would count down 3, 2, 1 before you were going to do a thing so that people could do their thing at the same time. Then 12 had that programming system, but I didn't like that because I felt like it took too much power away from you. And I don't feel like they've recovered from that very well since then because 13 had just the tactical system.
Yeah.
Very own star from the
Yeah. I feel like there's better ways to do that, but that Square is almost trapped in their own. I feel like they're in some ways trapped. Like if they change too much of their combat system, then everybody just gets all bent out of shape.
Yeah. And I'm not even just talking about Square. I'm just talking about like most RPGs in general. I mean, kind of use a similar combat style.
I don't know. Tri-Ace usually does a good job at.
Well, what I'm
Changes
just saying is
stuff
that it's very refreshing when you find a game that changes it up this dramatically.
Yeah.
And I really dig that.
On the other hand, I mean, you know, like what was the Studio Ghibli game? You know what I'm talking about? The one that came out last year.
Yeah. People are gonna
Come on, brain. I know. I can't hear you, person screaming at their screen right now. I cannot hear you. God damn it. Anyway, that game also kind of had a different style of combat mechanics, and I didn't care for it. But at least they tried. At least they tried something different.
Ni no Kuni.
Ni no Kuni. There you go.
bullets.
You got me.
But like I said, I dig this. I dig this kind of almost like it's still somewhat
Oh shit! I did.
turn-based, but at the same time, it's not.
Yeah.
I really, really dig that.
It's just creative. It's very creative. Okay, so I think if I move him here, and then I run him in between the two of them.
Yeah.
So then, as they level up, you can actually even build up like more than one shot. So if you let them run longer, it'll see how it has one bullet there. It'll actually build up like 2 bullets.
Okay.
That give you a more powerful attack, which gives you even more options. Okay, and then if you run between the two of them, like that, this way, then we should get our triangle on.
Get your triangle on.
Wait.
I think you're set to heal.
Oh, right. Yep. Thank you. Just saw that. Okay, here we go. Nope. I want that one. Yeah, and see, then the further away they are, the longer it takes to fill up that thing.
Yeah,
I like the way those little goblins are wearing shoes on their head as well. All right, so let's do this. Okay, I don't think we...
I don't think you... Well, it kind of did... Oh, that was
Ooh.
nice. Oh.
So yeah, when they go airborne, sometimes you'll get that little thing where when it's spinning, you have to stop it in the yellow area, and then you get like bonus shots. So it's pretty cool. I dig this game. I like its style. I like its combat. The only thing that I would say is a little bit bland about it is that the combat arenas, while you see there's nothing in them right now, they do get more complex as the game goes on, but never like super complicated. Never on the level of something like Valkyria Chronicles.
Okay,
right?
yeah.
They're always going to look like kind of big flat areas, and sometimes you'll get like these like barricades that you could shoot through that you can actually jump over. So when you're running, if you jump at the right time, you'll jump over them. But yeah, if you guys are fans out there, or guys and gals are fans out there of JRPGs, and you like what you see, I don't know if this is one of those games that you can get for a song, or if it's one of those ones that's going to cost like a gajillion dollars because they only made
so many because no one bought it. Or
yeah,
whatever.
like 3 copies of it, and I got one of them. So
and I will say it's on both PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360.
yeah,
So
I don't know if it's available for digital download, but you should check it out. So that's going to do it. I think it says 35 minutes there. I'm going to say 35 minutes. And this has been Resonance of Fate. And so if you got any questions or comments, put them down below. Let us know what you like. Let us know what you don't like. If you want to see more older games, I mean,
I was getting ready to go out.
what a dick.
that was weird.
I like the way that when they're back at their base, like him and Vashian are always just wearing their regular old clothes, and she's like always ready to take a nap,
Yeah.
just constantly.
But if you have any suggestions for us to play,
Yeah,
feel free to also comment below, and we will look at those.
we'll take it under advice. Like, God damn, now I really want to play this, but there's no time. There's no time.
There's too many games
There's
coming
no
out.
time.